For most people, owning a dog is a never-ending source of joy and happiness. For just a little bit of food and belly rubs, a pooch will love you forever, and their loyal companionship can really improve your quality of life. But even good dogs get into their fair share of trouble, turning them into hair-ripping stress inducers under certain circumstances. Two sisters out of Pittsburgh named Sidney and Sara discovered that firsthand when their 8-year-old Labrador, Tiki, wasn't acting right. No longer his energetic self, they took him into the veterinarian, where they received some unfortunate news: their lovable pooch might have cancer. During emergency surgery, however, the veterinarian was stunned at what he found inside Tiki's stomach. Dog owners know that pooches can be a never-ending source of happiness. They also know that these same lovable buddies can be, on occasion, massive sources of stress and strain. Two sisters from Pittsburgh named Sidney and Sara learned that all too well one day. The sisters shared a dog named Tiki. The 8-year-old black Labrador just loved getting his belly rubbed and playing in their spacious backyard. He was certainly a good boy. Well, most of the time. See, even good doggies get into their fair share of trouble. One day, the sisters noticed something was wrong with their beloved Labrador. He wasn't playing, he wasn't happy, and he wasn't himself. So they brought Tiki to the veterinarian to see if they could get to the bottom of his sudden change in personality. At the office, veterinary technician Emily Cottle took x-rays of Tiki's stomach and saw something that would make any pet owner feel faint. Inside the dog's stomach was an abnormally huge, unidentifiable mass. Emily passed the x-rays over to the veterinarian so he could have a look. "I see this big huge thing," Dr. Hisham Ibrahim told Inside Edition about the x-ray, "and I'm not quite sure if it's some kind of foreign body or if there's something going on." Still, with an abnormality so large, he knew that there was something terribly wrong going on inside Tiki. Dr. Ibrahim delivered the bad news to the sisters: the mass could be cancerous and would need to be removed immediately via surgery. The sisters agreed, and so Tiki underwent an emergency operation to remove the mass from his stomach. Once Dr. Ibrahim cut the pooch open, though, it didn't take long to find the source of Tiki's pain and discomfort. The good news was that it wasn't cancer that had upset Tiki's stomach, but rather, something the doctor had never seen before. It turned out Tiki was a hound in more than a literal sense, because he had swallowed 8 pairs of underwear. It was incredibly shocking, Emily said. "Well, we identified some of the underwear as my own," said one of the sisters, a little embarrassed. The other sister, equally red in the face, chimed in, "Too, and some is mine. But not all. This just goes to show you that your dog doesn't have to be a puppy to eat anything he can get his paws on." Still, the undies weren't the only things that Dr. Ibrahim found in Tiki's tummy. Along with the underwear were 62 hair ties. "We never really noticed that they were all gone," one sister said, "and they wouldn't be the first women to unceremoniously lose hair ties." Still, you have to be curious how long Tiki had been indulging on hair tie treats and underwear before he finally felt their effects on his belly. This silly puppy. Since Tiki's surgery, the sisters have made permanent changes to their living habits and now lock their bedroom doors. Watch the video below to see more about Tiki's on-snacking habit.